hurting. Feet, my back, my neck, my legs, hips, everything is sore. Didn't get the best night's sleep. Can't really say that it was the best I've had, but dogs everywhere, relentless the whole way through the night, barking, crickets, all those little chirping things are relentless all night. People over there partying till 2:30, 3. Guys next to me walked on a motorbike at 1:30. So yeah, don't feel fresh, but it's a new day, got some walking to do, so let's go get dressed. What is up? It is day number 3 and it's hot. I mean, it's 8:30 and it is very, very, very hot. And to be perfectly honest with you, other than getting to Formia this morning to get some food and some water, I've not really got a plan for today. Don't really know where I'm headed. I was supposed to be going to Terracina, which is just further up the coast. 22 miles up the coast, but looking everywhere for accommodation online, and it just seems like there's absolutely diddly squat. So it looks like I might have to head inland, which presents 2 problems. A, still have no idea if there's any accommodation, and B, if it's slightly less touristy, the chance of me finding kind of shops within walking distances to all these places for water and food is lower. So we'll see. We've set off now. It's about 2 hours to Formia from here, hopefully, if I get a move on. I mean, my shoulders and my heels this morning are feeling tender, to say the least, so I think it might be quite a tough day. It's going to be very hot, but let's see what happens. I guess that's all we can do. So I've been going for about an hour now, and you can probably tell it is ridiculously hot. I think it's pushing 31 degrees now, and it's like 20 to 10, completely well and truly blue sky, no shade anywhere to be seen. I've smacked the sun cream on, obviously, because I have a tendency to go crispy, so yes, I think this could be an interesting one today. There we go, that's where I'm going. Okay, so made it to Formia, and I'm about 6 miles in. Found a supermarket, I don't know if you guys can see that, something over there. But I mean, I'm just really struggling for energy, to be honest with you. Maybe didn't know if it was the light sleep last night, I don't know, or lack of food and water, I don't know, but yeah. My legs are in pieces, my shoulders are starting to blister, and yeah, energy levels are just pretty rock bottom. Like I said, I've done 56 miles in the last 2 days, 6 today. I mean, in this temperature and with this backpack, that's good going, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty proud of myself for it. So yeah, today was never a certainty on where I was going to end up. I don't want to finish here in Formia, I felt that would be way too short of a day. It's just before lunchtime, so I've got another half a day left, even if I take it at a slower pace. But yeah, I have to really think about my route now and see where I'm going to end up. Well, there's a bit of a nice booster at least. There's the sea behind me. I mean, it's still bloody roasting, but nice to get a good view of the seafront. Not too shabby. Okay, so breaking news, behind me, down there somewhere, was McDonald's. Yep. I've had raisins for breakfast. I've had some Coca-Cola bottle things, some water, and I just walked past the Mackies. Am I going to regret that? Possibly. Oh well. So yeah, quick update. I'm at the other side of Formia now. It's just after lunchtime, so it's like 2 o'clock. I've kind of put a plan together. I've booked some accommodation in a place called Fondi, which is further inland than Terracina, just purely because Terracina looks like it's going to be so expensive. Even for like somewhere that's kind of 5 kilometres away from Terracina, still looking over £100 a night, and no campsites. So plan is now leaving Formia, and I'm walking towards Itri, which is about a 2 hour walk from here, sorry. From there, grab some lunch, get some more water down me, and then head on to Fondi, which is where I've got my accommodation for the night. Accommodation looks rather nice, can't lie, for the price, so that's kind of given me something to aim for. My legs are well and truly done in, and I mean it's 36 degrees now. It's crazy hot, so I'm just going to power on for about 4 hours till I get to that Fondi place. 2 hours for lunch in Itri. So yeah, happy days. So Itri, lunch stop, Fondi, sleep. So back into Formia, sorry, and it looks like we're back onto main roads. And this time there's no real sort of like, on the main roads coming out of Mondragone, there's kind of like a little white path like cyclists. It's about a foot wide maybe. This time I have nothing. I'm just on the road with big lorries like that going past me like a foot away. So fingers crossed. So I've just stopped for a breather here in this little car park off the main road. It's actually for a bus shelter, because it's ridiculously hot. That hill I just walked up is probably the longest and steepest hill I've ever walked in my entire life, and it is absolutely baking. I don't mind carrying the backpacks, 20 kilograms ish, and yeah, I'm just well and truly done in. My feet are beyond in pieces. I've got a slight tweak in my knee that I can feel coming along, so I've come down here into the shade for a nice bit of a kind of 10-minute break, get some water on board. But I'm just outside Itri. This is Itri bus station, so almost ready to eat for lunch, which is a good thing. But yeah, I just needed to sit down because my knee was starting to go. Let my feet breathe for a bit, and then hopefully power on to Itri, which is up this way. Up here at the top of this hill, which put about another half an hour for some lunch. So fingers crossed the knee decides to sort itself out, so I can just feel it starting to go. Honestly, I've absolutely demolished this packet. It's a 400 gram packet, and there's not very left. Okay, so on the edge of Itri, the main road has pretty much disappeared. Those road buildings haven't from yesterday. So yeah, getting into Itri now. Gonna go find some food, hopefully, and then after that, yeah, I've got about another 2-3 hour walk from Itri onto not Formia, that was yesterday. Fondi, that's the one. Okay, so update. When I recorded it earlier, going into Itri, what I didn't account for at the time was that it was like 2:30, which means that in Italy everyone's asleep because it's roasting. Not being stupid, walking outside when it's the hottest part of the day, like somebody. So I got to Itri and I was just like, you know what, screw it, grab some snacks and everything from a shop. Literally smelled, bless her old lady that was in the shop served me. They're the only place open for, well, that I saw, to be honest with you. So yeah, she sorted me out some water and some snacks. Nice, absolutely powerhoused it up to Fondi, and we're here. And I'm glad to report it was a very nice little place. Right, I'm back at the room and got Netflix set up. Oh, this is the room. Yeah, pretty cool little room. Nice little things behind me, mirror things. But basically, when I had to get the food, that's some flavour of pizza. That is also some flavour of pizza. Ah, that is a very hot flavour of pizza. And a chip. So, no, basically one of these wasn't pizza. Okay, that was pizza, because that's the hottest one, which came out last. This, I think, no, that one's still pizza. So this must be it. I've come all the way to Italy to have a chip and sausage sandwich. Loving it. So yeah, the other two pizzas, one was like salami and formaggio, if that's a cheese, something like that rings a bell, and the other one was just margherita. So I went a bit boring on the pizzas, but I was starving and I thought these are going to fill me up. So we're here and yeah, we're chilling. My feet are okay. The right one's a bit worse than the left one, to be honest with you, but hopefully by the morning they'll have like sorted themselves out. The left one should be alright for tomorrow. The main concern at the minute is my knee. My knee doesn't feel 100%, so we're gonna have to see. Going to stick the rest of this in the old fridge. Ooh, fruit that I'm not gonna eat. There's breakfast sorted. Oh, water, beautiful. So for anybody that was wondering, this is what I spend my evening doing. Just editing photos and videos. And it's currently 8:30, so I think it's bedtime. I'll be taking some of these, and most importantly, taking this with me. What's that? Oh god. So that is it. I'm on the way out of Fondi. The nice lady that owned the apartment that I was in has given me a nice big bottle of limoncello, homemade. So I've now got more stuff to carry. I managed to squeeze it down the side with my water bottles. But yeah, obviously couldn't say no. I want it, it's just more stuff now I have to carry. But yeah, so I've got like so yeah, I've got like an hour and a half walk now until I get somewhere I can stop and get a bit of food and water and that, before heading on to Aurora, whatever it was, I can't remember what the name is again. But yeah, I mean, it's already hot already. It's just after 9 o'clock in the morning and it's 31 degrees. Looking to get up to 36, 37 again today. So water's going to be the crucial part. I've had a nice big breakfast of pizza and happy cola bottles. So I should have more energy than I did yesterday morning, because yesterday morning I felt shocking, to be honest with you. Yeah, had no energy whatsoever. I was right after I sat down and had some food, but hopefully today I can just power through the morning, and then arrive early afternoon at my hotel in Pereira. Fingers crossed. So these signs generally mean main roads. Monte San Biagio. That's where I'm headed. On main roads. Perfect. Okay, so in Monte San Biagio, where I stopped for lunch, I asked the waiter guy about the best route to Priverno, which is where I am now currently. I asked him, could you walk through Ventica? So today was kind of, the route was a bit hit and miss. So Ventica is up in the hills somewhere. It's over here. So I was behind this hill, and Ventica is up here somewhere. And I asked him, well, attempted to ask him, could I walk through Ventica and through the mountain, like over the mountain, sorry. And basically, from what I gathered, what he said was, "You're an idiot." He said basically, like, no, you can't. I showed him on the maps, like tried to zoom in and ask if these paths kind of made it over, and he was just kept saying no. So I didn't particularly want to risk it with all my walking wounded situation I've currently got. So he said get on a train. So I feel like I kind of cheated a little bit, but I got a train from Monte San Baccio to just below Priverno, where I currently am, so which is basically the other side of the mountain. It's only like a 3 or 4 minute train, to be honest with you. It wasn't massive, but it's cut out about 2 miles. But to be honest with you, I think the risk, from what he was saying, probably wasn't going to be worth it. I went up and down the mountain. I'm not carrying a massive amount of water, so if something did go wrong, then it wouldn't have been too funny. So I'm here now in Priverno, and I have now got a just under 3 hour walk to Pereira, where my hotel is for the night. On the booking.com page, it looks like it has a pool, so I mean, if I get there early enough, then you never know, I might get a little dip before I start editing the footage. So yeah, best foot forward. It's hot, it's getting hotter, so the quicker I get it done, the quicker I get in the pool. I don't know whether you guys can see this, or can even see it at all, but that is a man walking behind me. First walker I've seen since getting here, walking along the same road as me. So either he's just as stupid as me, or it's actually a done thing. Who knows? I'll tell you what the most unpleasant thing is. I would say scary, but like, it's not scary as such. Unpleasant. It's not the cars, it's the rustling you hear like down by my feet. So I know 90% of them are going to just be little lizards or whatever, but I've seen a good amount of dead snakes, pretty sizable ones too, on the road, like in front of me. So yeah, I don't particularly fancy being a snake's dinner, or a little snack for a snake. I'm sure I'm quite chewy, but yeah, it's not the most pleasant of things when you hear loads of rustling next to your feet, because you wouldn't have too much warning if one jumps out on you, I can tell you that. Okay, so I'm now about an hour out from my accommodation. I've just walked up the longest, it was over here. So I came from around the bottom of this side of this hill, up here, around here, and down here. And yeah, I thought yesterday was the longest in Sleepstead I've ever walked up. That was the new record holder. But as I got toward the top, it was quite cool. A cyclist came past me, and he got his phone out, he took a selfie, he went, "English?" And yeah, he went, "Crazy, I love it." And I was like, "Oh, cool, thank you." Yeah, took a selfie, stuck it in his pocket and carried on. Yeah, it's quite a cool moment. I had one guy beep at me going up that hill, so that was the first guy I've had calling me an idiot basically. He's kind of that Italian, 3 fingers, "What are you doing?" Boom! So, we are about 20 minutes out from the accommodation. As you can see, it's still warm. But yeah, the last few miles have been literally just dirt track. All great big farmers' fields, look. I believe it's sweet corn, but I could be wrong. Could be chatting complete rubbish. Okay, well, I finally made it to the hotel. Didn't end up to be as plain sailing as I'd hoped. Google Maps took me down the wrong route twice. Well, I'm sure at some point the route was there, but when I got there, within like 45 minutes to an hour of walking down that route, bear in mind that should have been an hour to my hotel. I walked the whole way down it and there was no route there. It had overgrown. It was through a farmer's field, so it had just overgrown since the Google Maps had taken a photo, I'm guessing. So yeah, I then went back about half an hour, tried a different route, and again, half an hour down that, just no way through. So bear in mind, I had my last drink of water probably 2 hours before that, and at this point I was probably the closest I've ever been to having a panic attack in my entire life, to be honest with you. I was desperately trying to find a route through this farmer's field to get to the dual carriageway that I could see, but the sweet corn either side of me were like 7-8 foot, and I couldn't see anything, to be honest with you. So I walked back another half an hour. Bear in mind the farmer's fields were like all churned up from the tractors and stuff, so it was the hardest walking I've probably had so far. Partnered with my blistered feet and achy heels and stuff, it was probably the least pleasant experience I've had so far. So yeah, I managed to climb up these like the embankment to the dual carriageway. I fought my way through a load of like nettles and like thorns. They weren't thorns, but kind of very, very spiky bushes. My legs are absolutely sliced to pieces. So yeah, I managed to get over the top of the dual carriageway, and then ended up walking down the dual carriageway for half an hour to the hotel. And yeah, I've never been so desperate for a drink of water in my entire life. When I got here, I was just sat here in like complete shock, and that's the first time, like, well, in a very, very, very long time, I felt kind of extremely high adrenaline, and yeah, scared. I would say I was scared, to be honest with you. It was the hottest point of the day, and I just had no water, and I didn't know how long it was going to take me to get to the hotel, how I was going to get there. I hadn't had a drink for the last 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So yeah, it was difficult. Yeah, very difficult. Okay, so I've kind of relaxed a bit now. I chilled out. Didn't make it to the pool. Just literally been sat here, kind of on my laptop, sorting footage out, that kind of thing. Clean my clothes and those outside to dry. But yeah, it's been a long, draining day today. So I'll do a bit more filming tonight, but then cut the video short so I can get it uploaded tonight, hopefully. Whilst I've got good Wi-Fi here. I say good Wi-Fi. Got Wi-Fi. So yeah, dipping down for some food now because I'm absolutely Hank Marvin. Just absolutely demolished a massive bag of crisps I got from downstairs. And yeah, today was an knackering day. I'm well and truly exhausted. So let me get some dinner and then I'll catch you guys afterwards. Okay, so I'm back from dinner. Yeah, I'm stuffed. I had 2 massive spaghetti carbonaras, so I am well and truly carb loaded for tomorrow. I think I get breakfast here, hopefully. So, plan is now sit down, edit the old footage, that bad boy, and then get a good night's sleep. So tomorrow I'm unsure whether I'm going to get up in the morning and go. I still have to decide a route if I'm going to go. It's probably going to be a shorter one, to be honest with you, because I think my body is starting to tell me slow down. I have no idea how I did the miles that I did on the first day. I must have been on absolute speed. So yeah, we'll see how I feel in the morning, but I appreciate you guys following me today and yesterday. It means a lot to me, it really does. And yeah, we'll see what the morning holds and how my feet hold up, and shoulders and back and legs and left knee. Cool. Alright guys.